Hi, everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Round Robin. I am your host, Tracy Preston, along with Christine Mulligan, Nina Mulligan, Angela Hafler, and of course, my husband, Todd Preston. Hey, everyone.
Hello. What up, homies? What's up?
Hey, everybody.
Well, you know, Halloween just happened.
It just happened.
It did. Did everyone have a fun little Halloween?
We did. For the last couple of years, all I do, I'm an old lady now, and I live in a littler community than back in the day when I had acreage and it was far for the kids to walk to my house. Now, in my little community, I am known as the big candy bar lady. So every year since I'm here, this is my 5th Halloween in this house, in this little community that I live in. And it is booming. It was booming. We had so many kids. I literally had a call for backup candy. Now, mind you, I buy a lot in the first place. And I bought an equal amount for my daughter, because my daughter now has a home on the other side of the same town I live in. She didn't have any trick-or-treaters, so we were talking. And I said, you need to bring that candy over here, because this place is packed. And all the trick-or-treaters, as they came by, they kept saying, oh, we were talking about you all day, because we remembered you from last year. And we told everybody about it. And I was like, obviously they did.
Yeah.
Because the kids were out in flocks. And apparently a few of my other neighbors have also caught on to my big bar candy bar given. And so we're like the big bar candy bar given community.
Yeah, you probably dropped like $600 on that shit. $300 for you, $300 for your daughter.
You are exactly correct. You know me so well, Leslie. You are exactly correct.
Yeah.
So I lost $600, but I tell you what, I love it. I love how excited they get and like the way they run to my house. We sit at the end of my driveway. Like I have a little setup. I have, I get the 2 chairs. Me and Nina sit out there, and I put up some tables, and it was actually a rug that I put over the tables to make it a little spooky looking. And then I have my cute little Happy Halloween sign on one side, and then a metal Frankenstein guy with a bowl sits on the other side. So, and we have lights. I had spooky lights, and Nina brought her little karaoke machine out there when we played the haunty, spooky, Disney-like Halloween music. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole vibe, and I love it. I really do enjoy it. It was a little bit pricey this year, and I don't know what kind of precedents I set for myself.
Yeah, you're
I'm
really...
going to have to get another job to support my candy-giving hobbies, but whatever. It was really fun. I loved it.
Yeah, you're the big candy bar house. You're going down in history. Get ready, because next year it's going to triple. Look what you've done.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I know. I might have set myself up for failure, but in the meantime, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Well, this was the first year we didn't dress up.
Yeah.
It's just been a really busy
Yeah, the first year we didn't decorate the whole yard.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
We didn't. I'm telling you right now. So it was like we did the hustle, pulling up stuff. So we decorated on Halloween Day.
Yeah.
So, but we did not dress up. First time ever.
Yeah.
First time in my whole life I didn't dress up.
We've just been so busy.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. It's
I know.
You guys are giving up on life. What the hell?
And next year we'll be back in the swing of things. I think. Yeah. But it was so fun. I love the little kids. I love it. Todd and I were just so impressed with the kids that came by the house. The teeny tiny little ones, the junior high kids, high school kids. Everybody was dressed up this year.
Yeah.
Every year we always get those older kids who don't dress up. And I'm like, really? But this year everybody who came to the door was dressed up. And they were also polite.
Yeah.
Trick or treat, and then thank you. And not only just the thank yous, I cannot tell you how many kids told us to have a great night.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Every one of them just about, have a good night. Thank you. I'm like, whoo. So I just want to say bravo to the parents that raised these kids. Good job. That was impressive. So what about you, Angela? What'd you guys do? I know you guys are kind of way out in the country, so you probably don't get any knocks at the door, right?
Oh, no, we don't. And it's been, like for you, it's weird, right? I decorated a little bit, but did not dress up. We're having a Halloween get together with our kids and a couple of our friends next weekend, but we stayed in and we watched a show, a Halloween kind of show. So that it was a little weird because no kids around, nothing. It was just a little weird, but next year it'll be better.
Well, that's okay. I mean, Halloween is what you make it. I mean, if it's just you guys and some decorations and snuggles and scary movies, sounds like a great Halloween to me.
Yeah.
She was probably listening to F-Bomb Friday's Halloween special.
I did that on my way home from work, in fact, and I absolutely loved it.
Thank you. It was fun. I love doing the sound effects.
Yeah, it was good.
It was super fun. But, with the passing of Halloween, it got me thinking, what were the popular Halloween costumes in the 20th century? Right? Because every year it's a little bit different depending on what's hot and popular that year. The people in the early 1900s, they all made their costumes. There wasn't just buying a costume.
Yeah.
They made them. And some of the most popular costumes back then, of course, were pirates. I don't think that's ever gone out. The Perot clowns. Did I say that right?
I don't know.
Pierrot.
I guess.
Perot. It's like a Frenchy clown. Mm-hmm. Harlequin jesters. I haven't seen one of those, and I don't know when. Fortune tellers.
Oh.
I haven't seen a good fortune teller. And, of course, witches. And then in the 1920s, you started seeing more ghosts, clowns, of course, witches, and now fairies. In the 30s, they were basically the same as the 20s, but now you're starting to see kids dressed up as devils. And that was now, and in the 1920s and, and moving on, this is when the era of buying costumes started coming, where you could buy a little costume in a box.
My mom, for kindergarten, I was in kindergarten, she had handmade a devil costume for me. So I was a little devil in the parade, Halloween parade, and I got to walk with the teacher because I was like teacher's pet. So it was fun. I was a little devil.
I can see it.
My tail, I had
Very
a little
fitting.
sewn-on tail and everything.
A sewn-on pointy tail.
Yeah.
Well, the 30s, that's when horror movies like Dracula and Frankenstein and the Mummy hit the scene. So then kids started dressing up as those kind of creatures. In the 40s is when wartime costumes became popular, right? Dressing up as your favorite soldier, sailor, nurses, and good old Uncle Sam.
Oh, yeah, I can see that happening.
Mm-hmm. The 50s brought forward post-war golden age. Kids started dressing up as cowboys and cowgirls, the Lone Ranger, and then princesses like Cinderella, Superman, Wonder Woman, robots, spacemen. In the 60s, kids were dressing up as the Beatles. That would be fun. Bugs Bunny. And then in the 70s, then you started seeing, kids dress up as Elvis Presley, Charlie's Angels, Scooby-Doo, and all that, their clan. And then, of course, all the Star Wars characters.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Willy Wonka, that came. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show. And, of course, Richard Nixon. That's when those costumes started hitting the scene. And then in the 80s, Indiana Jones, Freddy Krueger, E.T., Ghostbuster characters, which we saw a cute little Ghostbuster
we did.
little boy. Michael Jackson, Madonna, and characters from Kiss.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, Todd and I just went to, wasn't it Ace Frehley that walked in?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in Grand Ledge, there's a true crime writer, author, Tobin Buke.
Yeah.
He did a presentation that we went to. That was really good.
Yeah.
And then, we're all sitting in there, and then all of a sudden this ginormous dude comes in the door.
He's dressed like Ace Frehley.
Ace Frehley, right? He had the big silver star over his eye.
No, but both eyes had the silver.
Oh, both eyes had the silver stars.
Yeah. Big silver metallic boots. I mean, this dude was like
he was
tall anyways, and then he had the platform boots, which made him like 8 feet tall. He kind of stole the show as he walked in.
Yeah, well, Tobin we were all kind of looking at the author, listening to what he had to say, and then all of a sudden his attention went to the door, and he was absolutely silent, and we're all like, "What the hell?" So we turned and looked. I'm like, "Oh." He's like, "Hey, I just want to come in and see what you're talking about." All right, so in the 90s, that's when we started seeing Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Batman, Spider-Man, and let's not forget about the stupid Power Rangers. I hated those things.
I did too. Haley was so into the Power Rangers when they first came out, and she wanted it. She was the pink Power Ranger.
It was big.
She had pink Power Ranger toys, stuffies. I mean,
it was huge.
Of course her room was all pink.
Right. Yeah. What about Barney? Barney was in that era. I hated that purple thing.
I did.
I would never play Barney for Lauren. Nope. I hated that thing. Bart Simpson, Ghostface from Scream, Terminator. How about this one, your favorite? Spice Girls.
Oh, I do like the Spice Girls.
I know you do. Anyway. What's your favorite song, hon?
Tell me what you want. What you really, really want.
He loves that freaking song. I'm telling you right now. You want to make Todd dance? That's the song. No joke. I gotta see if I can find that now. Anyway,
next time we play live, I'm playing that song.
Oh yeah, I'll get up and play with you.
He'll sing. He'll get it on. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting how much, our times really shape the characters that our kids dress up as for Halloween. I just thought it was fun. Yep. Now I know Todd and Angela, very much about Samhain.
Yeah.
I've heard you both bring it up in the past, and it's actually spelled like, if I want to pronounce it how I'm reading it, Samhain.
Yeah.
But it's really called Samhain.
Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't know jack shit about it.
You didn't?
No, I didn't. I had to look it up. That's the beauty of the internet. I can teach
it's
myself.
It's very interesting.
It is. Like, it went on and on and on, but it's a Gaelic word, and it is a pagan festival rooted in ancient Celtic spiritual tradition. And they celebrate it from like October 31st through the 1st of November. So you guys can tell me if I'm right on what I'm saying. And it's a harvest time welcoming of the dark half of the year. Right? Harvest is over. Yep. The dark half of the year is beginning. And this time marks when the physical and the spiritual worlds are no longer separated. Yeah. All right. So during Samhain, Druid priests, and we're talking way back now, Druid priests would start like a communal fire. And you can't put this fire out. It's like bad luck, I guess.
No.
Right? You got to let that shit burn out. But the other thing that I thought was really, really cool about this communal fire is everybody takes some of that fire to their own hearth. And they start their fires with that as well. And again, you cannot put it out by yourself. You've got to let it burn out. They would also pray and sacrifice cattle.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No.
I don't like sacrificing of any living creature. That bothers me. I mean, I'm a meat eater, don't get me wrong. I'm a hypocrite.
We sacrifice
they would eat the animal after, so...
it's like a barbecue.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. But it's based on the old religions from the Druids.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's a Celtic tradition, but that bonfire and that sacrificing of cow, it's really just a little bit of a creepy way to say they had a barbecue, a smokeout, whatever you want to call it, just like Hawaiians do with pigs.
Yeah.
Well, and everything back then was sacred, even the blood. So blood is ultimately the most sacred thing, even in Christianity, right? So the blood of Christ. So it symbolizes the sacred life force and that animal being consumed afterwards. That's basically what it is.
We sacrificed some tacos last night.
We did too.
Yeah, beef birria. Love it.
Times 3. Man, they were good.
They were good.
Yeah.
Now, for some, the celebration was a mandatory 3-day and 3-night festival in which people had to appear before their kings or chieftains. And if you didn't participate, well, then you better be prepared for punishment from the gods.
Oh.
And that would be in the form of illness or death. I thought that was pretty horrific. And in Ireland, Samhain took on more of a militant element. I don't know if you guys know about this, where ceremonial thrones were prepared for army commanders. And if anyone committed a crime or brandished weapons during the celebration, well, then you could face execution.
Wow.
Did not know that part.
Pretty harsh. I also read that during Samhain, there would be 6 days of heavy drinking of mead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, best kind.
And they would follow that with a very, very large feast. This one I'm into.
Yeah.
And there was something, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this, there was something called a dumb supper. Have you heard of that?
No.
Yes.
Okay. In this tradition, you would invite your ancestors to join you, and you could not eat until your ancestors were invited so you could communicate with their spirits. I don't know why. I don't like the name, dumb supper.
That kind of throws you off a little bit.
Yeah. I don't think it's very nice. Dumb? No. It should have a better name.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just, you know how I get. My brain just wants to know why, where, who, when. Anyway, here's another thing I was thinking of. I was looking at some medieval artwork this morning.
Oh, you were?
I was. And there's something that caught my eye. And I was like, what's that about? If you're wondering what caught my attention, well, I'll tell you. It's those long, pointy shoes. Like long, pointy shoes.
Like the long
Did you guys ever pick that up when you've ever, perused the medieval artworks? Stupid shit catches my attention. If you guys didn't think about it or don't know about it, I'm wondering if Nina does. She's always got, that bag of fucking tricks where she knows. Do you know about why they wear the pointy shoes, Nina?
I mean, aside from killing cockroaches in the corner, I don't know any other good reasons. I know I thought Steve, I got them pointy shoes on. By the end of the day, my Taylor's bunion is killing me.
Yeah, but I would think they just had, because they had like a big pointy shoe where it kind of came up a little bit, almost like a gesture shoe.
Yeah.
And I really just assumed that was just the way they made the shoe, because that's how they would sew the leather together.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. Well, number one, I love Nina's practical use for a pointy shoe because you can't get in a corner without them. I love it.
Yeah, they run right there. They know.
They know. They don't have pointy shoes. You're safe in the corner. Not with Nina around, you're not. Well, it all comes down to social status. And it all started way back during the 14th century from a place called Krakow. It's in Poland. So is the W of... Is it Krakow? Krakow. Krakow.
Krakow.
Krakow.
Kapow.
I don't mean to offend anyone in Poland. Anyway, this all happened in the year 1340. 1340. In fact, it became so in vogue in England after the wedding of King Richard II to Anne of Bohemia in 1382. And Anne wore a pair of these shoes called poulaines, or poulons, also known as crickles. Crickles. Now, these were not just a little bit pointy, because, there was a time, when was it, ladies? Was it like in the 80s when the pointed toe of high heels were like the thing? Was that in the 80s or the 90s?
Oh, yeah. Both.
Yeah, both, but mostly the 90s where everybody started wearing them, and cowboy boots just kept getting pointier and pointier and pointier.
Yeah.
And that's where cockroach killers came from, is that's what people would call them, is you're wearing those cockroach killers. The pointier the boot, the more cockroach killery they got.
Yeah, I love it. Now, these weren't just a little pointy, though. These would extend out about 4 inches past your toes. Right? And then they would have to stuff the tips of the shoes so they would stay flat and maintain their shape. And now some people even had these pointy shoes. Now, this is about what you were talking about, Christine. They would extend about a half a yard, and they would have to tie them up to their calves, and they would curl up, like Christine said, like a jester. And what that all comes down to is money. It was a social status. If you could afford that much, right? So the bigger the pointy toe, the more wealth you had.
Wow.
How about that?
Check on my pointy toes.
I doubt they were killing cockroaches. Maybe they were. And I remember, like, when I was in college, I took an art appreciation class, which I absolutely loved the class. Hated my teacher. She was a mega bitch. But I learned in my art appreciation class, so you know how sometimes you look at some of those old paintings or even in, some of these time-pieced movies where the men and the women, their arm is extended and they just have bolts of fabric, right, coming down from their capes or whatever. That was also a sign of wealth. It costs a lot of money to have all that material.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The more clothes you had, the more money you had.
That's right. I just found it interesting. Here's something else, like totally dumb, I was thinking about today. I was thinking, when did people start putting ice in their drinks? Totally fucking off the rails today. I mean, did you guys ever think about it? When did people start using ice and putting it in their drinks?
I don't know.
What do you think? Anybody want to hypothesize? Come up with something? What you got?
50s.
Yeah, I would
The
think.
50s?
Yeah.
That's your guess?
I'm going to
I
guess.
want to say it was invented in the South because it's hot as balls down here. And maybe they just were like, hey, this could be refreshing. I feel like a lot of that stuff is accidental. I don't feel like anybody really actually invents everything. They just make a mistake and it happens to work out.
I feel like they started putting ice in drinks when people started getting Frigidaires. Because they had cube makers.
Right. The advent of the old ice box. Right?
The Frigidaire.
Yeah. Well, did you guys know that ice goes back about 4,000 years?
Ice?
Ice. Ice and drinks.
Okay.
4,000 years. Totally blew my mind. Like, what? No, that's what I said. What? So listen to this. The earliest recording of ice storage, not in the Frigidaire in the 50s, goes back to the reign of Shulgi, the king of Ur in Mesopotamia, in 2094 to 2046 BCE.
Wow.
Yeah, BCE, before the Common Era, or before Christ, right? Before Christ is born, that's how we mark time. And then, of course, AD, Anno Domini, which means the year of the Lord in English. In English.
It's Domini, yeah, not
Domini. Well, it's spelled Domini.
Domini. Nina was having a little stroke.
She was
like, Domini.
She was like, no. She's glitching. Oh, God. All right. So anyway, this king, had royal ice houses built. And then in China, harvesting ice went back as far as 1100 BCE during the Zhou dynasty. I had no idea. They would collect ice blocks during the winter and store them in like these ice houses that they built so that when the weather warmed up, they had ice to put in their drinks.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Around 400 BCE, the Persians outdid everyone by building something called a yackles, not cackles. Yackles, which were huge domed ice houses that were made out of heat-resistant mud bricks, which allowed them to have ice all year long in their desert climate.
How about that?
See?
How? Where did they
get the ice?
Right. Yeah, that makes no sense.
I don't know where they went. They went to the mountaintops. I don't know. I don't know, but they did it.
How did they keep it from melting while they were getting it to Mesopotamia? I don't know. You have made Nina irate.
She has had it with my shit.
The thing is that it's been so nuts lately that I swear to the Lord baby Jesus in a manger, we switch timelines like every 5 minutes. So I feel like I'm getting gaslit all the time. I mean, it just happened the other week with the Mona Lisa when they were like, you know, the lesser known artwork, the Mona Lisa. When did that become a thing? Now you're telling me Mesopotamia had ice houses? What?
I'm telling you, it's all true. I have to keep playing with you. And our show is mind expanding.
Yeah.
My mind is blown.
All right, I got some other things for you. Do you guys want to know some amazing facts about the human body?
Yes.
Do you want to get a little smarter?
I do.
Where are we going with this conversation? Because I got to adjust myself.
We're going straight to poop.
Believe it or not, I am not going to talk about poop or pee. I'm not going to do it.
You just did.
Oh, damn it. She pulled it out of me, but I'm not going into detail. It's not a show. It's not a round robin if we don't talk about it. All right, so here's something interesting. Do you know that we blink an average of 3.7 million times a year? Who counted it? Who kept track?
Okay, that's one.
I think they just did math. I think they, just like we do heart rates in it, you know, they just did math. They counted for 60 seconds and then did the math.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
See, the girl who has the high IQ, like, no, bitch.
Yeah,
this is how it's done.
Let's do the short work on this one. Okay, so
That's supposed to be for. I think that's why you're supposed to use algebra. I don't know. I hated that class.
Oh,
Me too.
I'm like, oh, what if we don't know what X is? Why do we care?
I know.
Exactly.
Why do we care? I don't care.
What the fuck is A and
Why are
B?
you looking for?
Right. Why do we do these
Right.
things?
Maybe he doesn't want to be found.
Right.
Right.
You ever think about that?
I want to remain a question mark. All right, well, here's one, and it made me think of Fight Club. Okay. The human body can produce enough fat to make 7 bars of soap.
that doesn't
could've told
remind
you
me of
that.
Fight Club.
I got it.
You could have told me that?
I could have told you that because I'm soapy.
Yeah. Fight Club is dancing all through my mind on that. Remember they were stealing fat from the liposuction
Yeah.
center?
Yep.
Gross. All right, here's some math, Christina. Food travels from our mouth through the esophagus and into the stomach in 7 seconds.
That's pretty quick.
Now I have to chew something and I have to test it out. We're doing an experiment when we go to have breakfast.
You just said, here comes some math, and then the esophagus chews and swallows in 7 seconds. Where's the math?
Well, it's 7 seconds.
That is a statement, not a question.
And your esophagus isn't chewing.
And it does not make it a math equation.
Math is not my strong point. Okay?
Obvi.
It had a number in it.
There was a number.
Here's the number. Here's the math.
It's a calculation. It's a calculation from the time it leaves your mouth to the esophagus
I'm
and
going
hits
to
the
count
stomach.
every time I eat now. It's good. 7 seconds.
I bet everybody's
It's in my
going to do
stomach
that.
right now.
I'm going to really time it out. Does it really? I'm going to masticate my
Well, what is
food.
the point? You're swallowing food. Yes, that's how it happens.
But now we have to time it.
Yeah.
I don't even understand.
I'm
where you're
testing
going
the
with
theory.
this stuff.
It's just facts. Just stupid facts.
I don't want to hear anything about your swallowing mathematics, okay? I don't want to go there. You keep that to yourself.
Too
okay?
late. Too late. Too late.
All right.
All right. So
TMI. Look at all this TMI your wife is spilling. It takes her 7 seconds to swallow.
yeah.
Exactly. Now you earned it.
Now you get it.
Now you earned it.
All right. I opened the door on that one. All right. Well, our pupils, they expand as much as 45% when a person looks at something pleasing.
Oh.
So now you have to watch your eyeballs. It's a dopamine response, right?
You make my pupils expand.
Yeah.
That's why Christine be looking at me all crazy all the time. I'll be like, what's wrong with you?
Stop looking at me with those dark eyes.
Why are your eyes black?
Yeah. Woo. All right, here's one. Our hearts create enough pressure when pumping blood to squirt up to 30 feet.
Yeah. I'm passionate about that.
Are you going to touch that one, Dirty Bird?
No, well, I wasn't going dirty with it. I was going nursey with it. I can attest to that, is what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it happen, unfortunately.
I've seen it too.
It's a hot mess.
Like good old balloon pumps, man. I've had a patient rip one of those off. I'm like, whoa, look at that. That's nuts.
You gotta go. You gotta call the janitors. Housekeeping.
Housekeeping, please. Okay,
That's a joke that only other nurses are gonna get.
Yep. All right, a couple more little factoids for you. The longest living cells in our bodies are our brain cells, and those can live up throughout our entire lifetime versus other cells that, you know, they're born, they do their job, they degrade, and then get reabsorbed. There you go.
Except for
The penumbrum.
The penumbrum. I like the way
they
Nina
die off fast when they get caught up in the penumbra.
We're changing it. It's penumbrum from now on. It's a conundrum in that penumbrum. Penumbrum.
She was so proud of herself for a second because she beat me to
She did.
the penumbrum.
All right. Did you know that if your mouth is completely dry, you can't taste anything? Think about
I
it.
do know that.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta keep it wet.
See, I knew I could pull the dirty out of Christine. It just takes a couple,
It doesn't
couple
take
little
much. It doesn't take
zingers. Yeah.
Just a little nudge.
And our brain needs more than 25% of the total oxygen in your body. Your brain needs it. And lastly,
There's no meaning to airhead.
all right, and here's this one. And this is going to come in handy if we're ever stranded somewhere. The average adult body consists of approximately 71 pounds of potentially edible meat, not including your organs.
Wow.
Gross.
Remember the soccer team? They had to eat their dead players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
not
sense.
good.
71 pounds. That's a lot.
That's gross.
That took a dark turn real fast.
Well, it was just Halloween. Anyway, I just found that very interesting. I am growing new sulci in my brain as we speak.
I'm looking at you with hungry eyes right now.
Takes on a whole new meaning. And then please make some soap.
I need to wash up after dinner.
Exactly. We can do a lot with, some remains. That's all I'm saying.
No.
I know. Gross.
I think you're getting too deep into some of the stories you're reading.
That's perfect. Instead of sand art with my ashes, I'll just have them make soap, and then everybody can just soap themselves up with me for the rest of their lives and just use me as hand soap.
Yeah, it gives it's a whole new type of funeral. We make soap out of our bodies.
Yeah, it'll be like a parting gift. With you.
Don't forget your little packet of soap.
Don't forget your gift bag.
Gross.
Hey, why not? Nobody buries anybody anymore. So we're onto something.
Yeah.
Have someone make you a soap out of your body.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
Gotta reduce, reuse, and recycle.
That's right. The age of recycle. See? We're giving back. We're giving back. Oh, man. Well, that's all I've got for you guys. Does anybody have anything they want to talk about before we move on? No?
I don't know.
Crickets?
No, I'm looking forward to the what is it? The round robin. What do we do? What is it called? Recommendations.
Oh, all right. Well, since you're so looking forward to it, why don't you go first?
All right. Damn it. I forgot the name of it. But it's the Eileen Wuornos documentary on Netflix. Eileen Wuornos Netflix documentary. When I first seen the clip for it, where they show you the ad, what is it called? Preview. I immediately started being like, I really feel like that chick got a bum rap. Yes, she's a murderer. Yes, she belongs in prison. But before we even watched it, I realized I had a lot of opinions about it that I don't know why. I just have a lot of opinions, and it's, I don't know, the hyper feminist in me, the frustrated girl my whole life, listening to old people say little girls should be seen and not heard, the double standard I've felt my whole life that gives me a bleeding heart for minorities, people that have had to deal with that on scales that I will never comprehend fully. That's how I feel about Eileen Wuornos, is I feel like, yes, she's a murderer. Yes, she belongs in prison. I'm not going to not keep saying that because I don't want people to get it twisted. It's not like I think she got a bum rap that she should be free. But this is my impression of her. I kind of think she's on the spectrum a little bit. Obvi, come on, she struggled. I also think that knowing what we know about her childhood, how she ran away and left at 16 because her childhood home was so bad. So we know all of that, but she doesn't complain about that ever, and nor has she ever, to my knowledge. And even after watching the documentary, I can tell you she thinks she had a great life. Why she went on the road, she thinks because she wanted to. She just wanted to be free and travel and be out on the road. But when I say she was out on the road, I mean she's been a traveling hooker since the age of 16, a prostitute. And she made her way down to Florida because it's warm there to be homeless. So she's essentially homeless her whole life since the age of 16. So she's a homeless woman that makes a living and survives off of being a prostitute for truckers, essentially, or people over the road. And she's traveled and been homeless this whole time and doing Johns, flipping tricks her whole life. And then she starts murdering people, but really, she only murdered the ones that raped her or robbed her. But all the other ones, they paid. 400 other clients that came out of the woodwork, right? They all paid the price and went on their merry way. The ones that tried to stick around to rape her or rob her, they died. So my theory about her being on the spectrum is some people on the spectrum, they just do what they think is right in the moment. And quite honestly, self-defense is plausible, right? And so she just didn't think anything of it. She wouldn't have killed them had they not raped her, or she wouldn't have killed them had they not robbed her, whatever. So that's my theory on it, is it was kind of like self-defense. So how they got to a point where they did first-degree murder with intent, and that's what she got the chair for, she was executed for that, blows my mind. Because my theory is, okay, so she was a prostitute, and she was with a John. Things didn't go well, and she killed that John. That is premeditated just as much as the John went out and picked up a hooker, putting his life on the line because he didn't know what was going to happen. She could have killed him. Then why wasn't that premeditated suicide? That's my point. Like, why was she to blame that shit went awry when he wasn't to blame for going out and getting a prostitute?
Double-edged sword. He's a man.
Yeah. And then also, when you think about men serial killers, like, they have all the evidence, all the people that come, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always a torrid web of how the hell the murder happened. And then they cut them up and ate them, you know what I mean? Cannibalism. They were making soap and everything. And they didn't get the death penalty. None of them. Hardly any of them. I think the only other serial killer that got the death penalty, which he never even actually got killed by the death penalty, was, what's his face?
Gracie?
Oh, my God, I lost his name. The one with the swastika on his forehead.
Oh,
Manson.
Charles Manson.
I think he was the only other one convicted and sentenced to death. Not that it ever actually killed him.
He was on death row for years. And he never, you're right, he was not executed.
Exactly.
He died of old age.
Exactly. This woman killed in self-defense and only killed men that were horrible men in the first place. And the man that she actually got sentenced to death for, he was already convicted of horrendous sexual offenses. And they painted him out to be a saint while they painted her to be a monster, literally.
Well, I thought, first...
It blows my mind. The whole thing blows my mind. It's screamingly blatant offense against women in general.
Right. Well, first of all...
I recommend everybody watch it.
Yeah. Well, she's from Michigan. She's a Michigan girl, number one.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. And I did see a promo for it, and I'm like, oh, I got to watch that, the documentary you're talking about. But she didn't, in an interview, because he was asking her if it was planned, because she was burglar. She was burgling these guys. And in that interview, did she not say that, yes, that was her plan, to burglar and kill them?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about burglaring. When was she burglaring?
That's what she was doing. She was robbing them.
In Michigan. What do you mean she was robbing them? She was taking their cars after she killed them because she was in the middle of nowhere.
She was taking their money.
They drugged her out there to rape her in the middle of nowhere in the woods, like Johns do with prostitutes, treat them like shit, even though they're paying them for a service. So they would bring her out into the middle of the woods somewhere and mess around. And if they tried to leave her out there, or they tried to rape her and rob her, or take services and not pay for services, she would off them and then take their vehicle that they took her in. That was the only thing that she ever took from them.
Well, I thought that her plan was, right, because she was hitchhiking hooker, and she had a gun. She killed like 7 people, no?
Yeah, 7 out of people that she did not kill. Yeah, 7 out of 400. So I'm thinking those 7 were bad guys. I'm thinking all 407, or however many there actually were. I think that if they wanted to get their rocks off, and I'm one of those people, like, if you're going to be a prostitute, you're a sex worker. Now we call them sex workers for a reason, because they're providing a service that you're paying for. If everything goes as it should, you want something, you pay for it, you get it. I really don't think there's anything wrong with that, which is why we call it the longest profession ever known. However, we never still treat it like a profession, even though it kind of is. But whatevs, that's a whole nother thing to get into.
That's a big rabbit hole.
If there weren't any customers, there wouldn't be any prostitution.
Exactly.
Correct.
I just think the whole thing kind of gets my goat. I probably could debate about it and argue it forever. But then it makes me sound like a maniac because I'm defending a murderer, which I really don't mean to defend her. But it's just the point. It's the premise of the double standard for a woman, and they railroaded her. And yes, should she be in jail for murder? Yes, absolutely. Just like if you get behind the car drunk and you kill somebody, you should go to prison. I'm not saying you're a bad person overall, but that was a really bad thing. And society says, thou shalt not kill, society in general. So when you do, you got to pay the piper. I'm not saying she's a good person. I'm not saying that she shouldn't be in prison. But what I am saying is that her case speaks volumes to how women are railroaded for political reasons, for manly, see, I'm the man kind of vibe. that makes everything in my body scream.
So how long was she on death row? Because it does seem like her death was expedited. Like we've got, was it just a few? How long?
Actually, it took many years. She actually begged them after the first trial. And the thing about the first trial was that after the fact, the reporter did a background check on the so-called victim, the innocent old man who was just looking for a quick good time in the woods. Well, turns out he had been arrested for sexual assault and convicted. He actually told the judge that he was so crazy and so evil that they should never let him out again. They put him in a psych ward. So this guy was like not a good guy. So it's very plausible that the jury would not have come to the conclusion. They would have done it. And so what they did was they withheld that information. They didn't even bother. They buried it up. They buried it. And then they tried her separately and used that first case to prove premeditation, which they never did because there was information that was left out that proved it wasn't premeditated. And they took 7 to 10 years. And she kept saying, you've already got me for capital murder. Why do we have to do the rest of these? I've confessed. I've said I've done it. You've convicted me. Just kill me already. And they would not kill her. And she kept begging to die. And they kept putting her through trials just to be assholes, to make an example of her. And they were leaving her in solitary confinement that whole time. So she was going insane because she was locked in a cell 23 hours a day for all these years. Any partially sane person would go insane.
Absolutely.
You're locked away.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the things they did to her. And watching the documentary, the sheriff, I think it's the sheriff, or it might be the DA. I don't remember which guy it was, but I could hardly even listen to him without talking back to the TV. Like, shut up, you misogynistic piece of crap. You need to shut up. And that man is still alive, and I think he is still in the system somewhere. So now, if he catches wind of this, I'm target number one, I'm sure, because this guy makes my skin crawl. And the fact that he is a symbol of a lot of men in the 80s and 90s that were, and unfortunately, we have a lot of men like that out today, again, doing all of this stuff to belittle and degrade other people's status in society. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole women hating, like it just gets my goat. It gets my goat every time. And this guy made my skin crawl. And that's my recommendation. Everybody watch the Aileen Wuornos documentary.
All right. And
come to your conclusions, because obviously I feel very strongly that they railroaded her. And yes, does she belong in prison? Yes. I'm not disputing that at all. But the way they went about it and the fact that they labeled her the woman serial killer and murdered her on death row. Sentenced her to death row. Let's not say they murdered her because she probably should have gotten it. But the thing is that all the other men serial killers should have gotten it too. And they were never doled their dish, where she was doled the dish and railroaded at the same time. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if a different state.
But just to put it in perspective, there was a doctor in Texas who fed his wife secretly, who was pregnant, methoprestone or whatever it's called, trying to induce her to have an abortion. Unbeknownst to her, she goes to the hospital and figures all this out. Do you know how much that man got?
2 years.
90 days.
Oh, my God.
90 days. And he still has a medical license, by the way. Attempted murder. His baby is now deformed because of all of the medication that was during the,
while she was pregnant.
Process.
Right.
While she was pregnant. Yeah. Attempted murder. And he got 90 days.
That's bonkers.
So when you compare something like that to what happened to her, just solely based on the fact that people didn't like her profession, it's egregious to say the least. It's infuriating.
I think that had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, just like I said on our Malice episode that we just really did. The justice system is never going to make sense to me because it really is all in the eye of the beholder.
Agreed.
And the stalker is usually the long arm of the law. And unfortunately for women, the long arm of the law is usually headed by somebody that's a woman hater.
Yeah. Agreed.
I got really passionate about that one.
Well, it's going to make me mad, but I'll watch it.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
All right. Angela, do you want to go next?
So, Anne Rice is one of my absolute favorite authors. Absolutely love her. I visited her tomb in New Orleans when we went. That's how much I love this woman's work. So, I told you guys that Halloween night, we didn't have anybody over. So Adam was like, I got a show for us to watch. So we started the Interview with a Vampire series.
Oh, I love that.
And it is so good. We're about to start episode 5. So we are only 4 episodes in.
Well, that's right. They have a new
It's the new series on Netflix.
Yeah.
Right? That's the one you're talking about?
Yes.
I started watching that too a while ago. I kind of stopped, but
it is so good.
Yeah. I like the twist. I like the change in it versus the movie.
Yeah. I do too.
And that is on Netflix.
I wish that they would give I wish that they would give Lestat cooler hair because he does not have cool hair.
Yeah, not in that one.
It always bugs me.
Yeah, he's an old ass vampire. He should have the rockin', amazing long hair. I agree.
Yeah.
He always gets kind of jerked around with the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love the series so far. I'm really loving it. So that's my recommendation today.
Awesome. What about you, hon?
That's a good one. I love Anne Rice too. Maybe not as much as you, but yes, that's a good one. Thank you, Angie.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the movie, and then I'll talk about the...
Yes. So I don't know about you guys, but I love me some Dakota Fanning. She is an intense little girl. Every role she's ever played, she's just to me like, wow, this little girl has talent. She's like 31 years old now.
Just getting up
That
there.
makes me feel old. But anyway, I saw a trailer for a horror movie starring Dakota Fanning. And I think it came out, I know there was some talk about it in September, but I think it didn't really come out until, I want to say maybe like the 5th or the 10th of October. And it basically went right into streaming. It's a Paramount movie. We rented it on Paramount Plus. It was like $3.99, totally worth the $4. Anyway, and you can also get it on Amazon Prime. Now we have Prime, but our measly, we don't have Amazon Prime Plus, which is where everybody's going these days. So with our normal Amazon Prime account, we couldn't get the movie for free. Anyway, you can rent it from Paramount, $4. Now, this movie is absolutely nuts. Now, you guys know I love me some scary movies. This one was a real mind bender. And stuff you didn't see coming at all. It's one of the best horror flicks I think I've seen in a while. My body was absolutely tense. I was like, I even feel your skin tensing up. I'm like, oh my God. And very long moments where I did not even breathe.
Yeah.
Absolutely was holding my breath, had no idea. So anyway, this is a movie that was written and directed by Brian Bertino. Now, Dakota plays a woman in her early 30s, very apropos because she's 31, like I mentioned. Anyway, she is living in this extremely large 3-story home. And she's renting it, or I think basically her sister's letting her live there for free because she's aimless at this point. She's not in school. She doesn't have a career. She's not working. And I'm trying to figure out, like, what was the deal, but I never really figured out. It never really spelled out why she was in the situation she was in. I kept thinking maybe she was married and her husband and her child died, but none of that took place. Anyway, so late one night, this elderly woman is knocking at her door. Now, this is in the dead of winter. It's cold as shit. Nobody's outside. It's late. So she goes to the door. There's this little old lady standing there, and she's all confused, asking, basically she was like, oh, well, I was looking for so-and-so. And she's like, oh, she used to live here. She's kind of down the way now. And this lady just looked really confused, really lost. And so like any common, decent woman would do, invite this old lady in, get her out of the cold, offer her a drink, offer to call someone to come pick her up. So Dakota goes off to get her a glass of water. Meanwhile, this lady's standing there, and she's holding the bag, and you see her hands all wrapped up, and it's all bloody. I'm like, oh, God, this is not this ain't good. And she pulls out this wooden box, and she pulls out hourglass. She sets it on the table, so Dakota Fanning comes back with a glass of water, and, oh, what is that? And basically, she's like, well, funny you should ask, because this is yours now. And tonight, you are going to die. I'm like, what? So Dakota's like, get the hell out of here. Take your box, get your bag, get out of here. You're mean. Why would you say this to somebody? Yada, yada, yada. The old lady, stands there for a hot minute. She walks away. So Dakota calls her mom. She's all tripped out. And her mom's like the typical, oh, you're fine. She's just this. It's like poo-poo and everything. And she looks outside. The lady's gone, but the box is in the middle of the street. Next thing you know, that damn box is back in front of her fireplace on the coffee table. And so she opens it up, and basically she has an hour to do 3 things. Well, she can't call anybody, and it's like this weird mind-bending experience where this box is so possessive or possessed that it knows. You can't call anybody. It locks her in her house. You can't go for help. Like, these are all the rules. So the 3 things she's got to put in this box is something she loves, something she hates, and something she needs. And this box knows, like, you can't just put this random thing and say you hate it. No, you really have to hate it.
Yeah,
you really have to love
You can't fool
it.
the box.
Or you really have to, you really need it. And every time, you could put something in the box, and then she close it and look back in there, and the time is still dripping, right? The sand's still falling. And it's like, nope, that wasn't it. So you've got 1 hour to get it figured out. And if you don't, you're dead.
Yeah. Yep. And if you put something in the box and you didn't really love it, you didn't really hate it, and you didn't really need it, the box knows, guess what? You're going to get punished for putting something in there.
Oh, yeah, bad, crazy stuff was happening.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it was intense. It was so good. Dakota Fanning hit it out of the ballpark, per usual. I highly recommend it. And that, you have to rent it, $4. It'll be the best, cheapest date you ever had.
And the name of the movie is?
Vicious.
Vicious, yes.
Vicious.
And
it was.
It's vicious. Yeah.
It was. So I cannot recommend that more.
Well, we also started watching Black Rabbit, which is on Netflix. So we have to go back and watch episode 4 and 5 again, because Tracy
It was late.
She was dozing off. But it stars Justin Bateman.
Love him.
Love him. He's got to be one of my most favorite actors.
He's the comeback kid.
And Jude Law.
Jude Law, love him too.
And they play brothers. Jude Law is a restaurant owner. He's doing very well for himself. And Justin Bateman plays his brother, who's made bad decisions in his past, and shit keeps coming back to haunt him. All the bad decisions that he's made, in his youth, keep coming back and making things very difficult for both the brothers, because Jude Law takes his brother Justin back in and, trying to help him get back on his feet again. Well, now all this bad shit is also happening to Jude Law's character. So, and it's a great show. It's also written by Justin Bateman.
Right.
So, yeah.
And directed, I think.
Yeah.
And then Laura Linney also did some, I think, directing as well on, an episode or 2.
And if
Love
you
her.
remember, they worked together on Ozark. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's really interesting to see Justin Bateman as
long hair.
He's got a long hair and a beard,
Scraggly
and to
beard.
see him, because he's always like
Clean cut.
he's always on top of things, in the movies and shows. So it's interesting to see him on the other side, where things aren't all rainbows and puppy dogs for him.
He's got a gambling problem.
He's got a gambling problem,
Yeah.
and he had a drug problem in the past too. So
Yeah. Black Rabbit.
Black Rabbit, yep.
And that was the name of the restaurant, which was a really interesting looking restaurant, too. It was this abandoned building, and the way they had it decorated was like as if you were in someone's home.
Yeah, yeah.
It was neat.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, so, and the bar that they when they were younger, this was a business adventure that they went in together.
And it was actually Justin Bateman who found it, so he ended
Yeah.
up really getting screwed.
Yep.
So it's a good one.
Yeah.
Black Rabbit, Netflix. So if you like Jude Law and you like Justin Bateman, it's a win.
Jason.
Jason, what'd I say?
I think I
Justin.
was saying Justin too, but it's Jason.
It's Jason Bateman.
Yeah, Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, Jason.
Yeah.
Anyway, so those are our recommendations. They're all fantastic watches. So now you guys have something to watch this week.
That's right.
That's right. So thank you as always, everyone, for listening. Oh, and you know what? There's something I gotta say. There's something I gotta say. Hold on. We have some amazing listeners, not only here, of course, Michigan. Thank you so much. We have a ton of listeners here in Michigan. I cannot thank you guys enough for listening. Of course, other states in the United States, different countries. I want to give a special thank you to the United Kingdom, England, a ton of listeners this month, the Netherlands, and Singapore. Huge numbers, you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I know. Lots of other countries, of course, but man, right up there. Love it. So thank you, everyone. Keep coming back and listening. You never know what the hell we're going to be talking about, especially on Round Robin. Yep.
We actually had a trick-or-treating dad. We had a trick-or-treating dad that came to our house, and he was talking about the Round Robin show. And he was like, "Oh, I love Round Robin."
He's like, "That's my favorite."
He loves Christine. He loves Christine's New York brashness. Yeah.
He likes my dirty mind.
Yeah.
He does. he connects. So anyway, just absolutely thrilled with all of the listeners we have out there. So thank you so much. All right, now have yourselves a great week, you guys, and we will see you back on Friday for F-Bomb. Have a great week, everyone.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Adios.
Adios, amigos.